live from New York. Hello. Greetings.
And salutations.
Do you know who that is? Greetings and salutations.
Oh, it's not review, brah, because you said
No.
it different, not in the way that I was.
Yeah.
Who is that? Greetings and salutations.
What's his name? Something Slater, that actor.
Ethan Slater?
Not Ethan Slater. Christian Slater.
I was like,
He's
that's
kind of
scary.
like I think he was kind of a big deal back in the day, not so much anymore.
Yeah, he was a big guy in the 80s, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all have heard the news.
Well, no, I mean,
Well, maybe not everyone.
yeah, it depends who's like looking at social media.
Yeah.
You know.
We lost our best friend.
Yeah.
You know the date.
Yeah, February 17th.
Yeah.
Blitz passed super suddenly. So that's fucking awesome for us.
It's been a tough
Week almost.
Yeah, I can't even keep track of time.
No,
It's a very
so
weird
it happened on
thing.
Saturday.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, so right now this is Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been a full week.
Wow. It
But
feels like it's been a month, basically.
It feels like it's been like a day and also a month at the same time, which
Yeah.
is a really weird feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were literally just talking about how puppy-like and full of life and like how healthy he was with Adam, because Adam stayed at our place. And I said, he's turning 10 in May. Can you believe that? And Adam was like, no, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we'd always remark on with Blitz is like how youthful he was.
Just so
Like,
healthy.
You know, we were sort of dreading the day when he'd like slow down. He'd start to get like arthritis and like,
Yeah.
I mean, even still, like there were times where you could tell he didn't want to go up and down the stairs.
Yeah, as much.
But he knew he could do it. It was
Yeah.
just more of like it's not fun.
Yeah.
He liked to do fun things.
Yeah, I'm definitely better at not randomly crying now.
Mm-hmm.
About 5 days after it's happened. I think the first 2 days were hell, literally. Like we couldn't go out in public because like every 5 minutes I was like
Yeah.
wanting to die. And then the third day we got some really awesome signs from him. I'm very much choosing to believe that they were signs.
Yeah.
I think for me, the biggest thing with processing this extremely sudden grief is just wanting to know that he's okay, like really badly. And the third day, we got 3 signs. One was a literal sign that said you're making good choices. And I've been having a lot of anxiety about, you know, what we're going to do moving forward and how we're handling the situation. So felt like that was, you know, kind of one. We walked into a pet store and there were 2 big, like life-sized stuffed dogs.
Yeah. That one was so weird.
And it was a Rottweiler and a Boston Terrier.
Yeah.
Like, what are it just, you know, it just, to me, that was like, and the last one was.
Those are our 2 dogs.
Yeah,
we have a
those are-
Rottweiler and a Boston Terrier.
Rottweiler and
Yeah.
yeah. And the last one was at the gym. We decided to, on the third day, like, okay, we gotta. Something I've really learned from grief is that the worst thing that you can do is like stop trying, you know, and whatever that means for you, you know, whatever you want to push yourself to do, it's like you got to try. And if you don't try, you get stuck
Yeah.
in like a cycle of
Yeah.
it's
I will
hard.
say, like, it's been really helpful to do new things.
New things have been, well, especially because, yeah, so the third sign was we were in the gym and we went a slightly different way, and then we stopped in a pet store that we've never been in, and that's where we got the second sign. And then the third sign was music was playing in the women's dressing room, and Don't Worry, Be Happy was playing. Music doesn't normally play in the women's dressing room, and if it does, it's like elevator music. So Don't Worry, Be Happy playing loudly, especially with like how like bad I've been feeling when man, grief for me, it doesn't matter if it's a human being or, you know, a pet, like there's so much guilt about you feel like you want to die. And then when you start being able to even slightly distract yourself, you start feeling like guilt. Like, am I a bad person for not like thinking about him, you know? And so that song playing, it felt like that was him just saying like, hey, you don't have to worry about that. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, I think, the hardest thing for me is like thinking about the day that it happened.
It's the worst.
And like everything around it, like specifically when it happened, what we were doing, how we were feeling even in the moment.
The music playing in the car on the way. So just to like, because we talked about this on the Patreon episode, because we recorded an episode fairly close to after it happened. I think it was like 2 days after it had happened. Yeah. But we decided on a Saturday to very what's the word? It was very random.
Yeah, impulsive.
Impulsively. Yeah, we just
spontaneous.
Yes, thank you.
That's
the word. Spontaneously, we were like, oh, we should give him a great day. Like even thinking about it's just fucked. We should give him a great day. We found an app where you could like reserve people's like yards and areas basically to play with your dogs because we don't have a very big backyard.
Yeah.
So we reserved this full acre. And it was a 47-minute drive. And we were like, we're going to drive them there. We're going to listen to tunes. It's going to be fucking awesome.
We brought all the toys.
All the toys. And we brought Blitz's favorite, which is the flirt pole, which like when we had a bigger backyard in West Seattle where we used to live, his favorite thing was to go out with Ian and play the flirt pole.
Yeah, the flirt pole is this stick with a rope at the end, and it has a little fuzzy toy at the end of it, and you can basically kind of bait your dog like a big cat toy, basically.
It's basically a big cat toy, and for like terriers especially, they really like it, and Blitz very much fell in that category. And we were listening to music, and as soon as we got there and we got them into this massive, like fenced off, like acre, they were so like everything was so peaceful. They were so happy. And it's like it was so, I just feel like out of all the times for it to happen, it's crazy that like at the height of happiness and peace, like I was feeling so much gratitude for like what we have. So it just sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were playing and Fiona was getting just a little bit too like into the flirt pole, and she's not aware of her body at all. So I was like, oh, I'll take her on a lap.
Yeah, we had been there for probably about 25-ish minutes.
Yeah, 25, 30 minutes.
We had it reserved for a full hour.
Yeah. And so I took her for a lap, and Blitz and Ian were still playing. So I was like, oh, I'll take her for another lap. And we were like halfway around the lap, and then I heard Ian call me over, and I knew something was wrong for sure.
Yeah, it was very scary. Blitz gets super intense while he's playing with the flirt pole, and you know, there was a moment in time when we were in West Seattle, and we were just starting to use this flirt pole, and we were like trying to figure out different ways of using it. And one of the nice ways that you can use it is you don't have to have your dog chasing it the whole time.
Yeah,
you can kind of tell him wait, which is good. Reinforcement, self-control, that stuff. It's very good.
Yeah, they like stalk it.
Yeah. So you can kind of like, pull it along, and the dog will like, raise up his paw and kind of point at it and kind of look at it. And then when you say, get it, they can go and get it. So I was kind of doing this on and off with Blitz where I'd have him, wait to get it, and then he'd get it and he'd chase it for a while. And then there was one point where he was doing it again. He was pointing at it. It looked like he was pointing at it. I soon found out he wasn't pointing at it. He was just locked up.
Yeah.
I thought he was staring at the toy, but as I kind of moved around him, he's just still like kind of staring into the distance a little bit,
Yeah.
not looking at the toy. And he's just like frozen there. And I was like, I moved the toy and he's like, this dog would immediately get the toy if it moved. He was in crisis mode. He couldn't even attempt to get the toy. And that's when I was like, oh shit, I got to call Anisa over here.
Yeah, I knew for sure. Because he had collapsed pretty much by the time I had gotten there. So he froze, collapsed. We immediately picked him up. The emergency vet was only 10 minutes away. And he didn't even last the 10 minutes. So he passed in my arms like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And
we were in the car. We didn't mess around at all. We left a bunch of our shit there and like hopped in the car, drove immediately. I thought we were kind of fortunate to be 10 minutes from the emergency vet because we didn't plan it. And I just didn't expect it. I was like, man, I kind of felt like lucky. I was like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, I really
if
thought
he's
he was
going
gonna...
through something, like we'll definitely be able to take care of it.
Yeah. I thought he was going to
And,
make it. Well, I thought he was paralyzed
Yeah.
at first because I picked him up and like usually when I pick him up, he like locks up, but he was like really limp. But when we got in the car, I knew that he was dying for sure.
Yeah. The worst feeling is not being able to help your dog when they're passing, like not knowing what's going on. You don't have any information. We were so blind to like what was happening. We're like, I don't know, was it a breathing thing? But he was like, seemed to be breathing just fine.
He was breathing fine. That's like why I was like, well, do I resuscitate him? Like, what do I do? Like the worst thing, it sucks because I didn't want to hurt him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was really hard to be in the position that you were in. I mean, I feel, fortunate that all I had to do was drive because, I don't know, it feels like, if you're carrying him, the choice of like, really being like, I don't know, feeling guilty of like, what should I do? And there being a lot of desperation there. Like, I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. They were pretty sure that it was heart failure. Him just like freezing and then like collapsing and then passing within 5 minutes. Like it's most likely heart failure. And reading that even if we were to keep him alive or resuscitate him, the chances of him coming out of a coma after that or being, recovering are extremely, extremely low. So at least like I feel good knowing that my instincts of just letting him peacefully pass was right. The last thing I wanted to do was like hurt him. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. It was hard. I don't know. The helplessness really, I wasn't expecting that feeling.
I never thought we would have to deal with that.
Yeah. You sort of, I don't know, whenever anyone thinks about their dog passing, it's easy to think of the average, and the average is very much like, yeah, he's not eating anymore. Yeah,
he's do his
got
favorite activities.
Right. Either old age or, any amount of like creeping diseases like, just like, I don't know, blood cancers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to prepare for that, slowly over time. And I felt like my dad's illness, like I was like, okay, I'm getting a handle on how this stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never suddenly lost someone, especially suddenly losing someone during like a very happy time.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many things that are associated around that like I'm really struggling with.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite music,
Mm-hmm.
The cafe that we go to, because that day we decided to share a little bit more with the workers and talk about how excited we were to do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I associate that
Yeah.
with it. It's like,
I associate that fucking app with it. Like, it's an awesome app. You just like, if you live in the city and you don't have a big backyard.
yeah, it's
And
great.
I just love the premise of, like, that's why we went there in the first place, because I was like, I want these dogs to be able to fucking frolic.
I know. And
literally frolic
and they truly
and get the
were.
zoomies. Yeah.
They were so like, and that's like the craziest thing about it is like, he just like freaking took a dump like 10 minutes before he died. Like,
what does that have to do with anything?
Because it's like, what if you're having any sort of like, distress?
I know.
You're not like, oh, let me just hang out and take a dump. And
I
like,
get what you mean. It's like everything was.
It was so
business
normal.
as usual. Right.
That like it was so normal. And yeah. So needless to say, we're both in therapy, and I keep thinking like, and I guess that is what I know what grief is. It's like it comes in waves. And you don't know what's gonna like set it off. You don't know when it's gonna like make you feel like shit.
Yeah.
But the shock of that is something that the universe keeps giving us really weird shit to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Oh man, it's been interesting. I mean, I feel like. Because I'm definitely, like, I will say that I've had a couple of dogs die when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I think I said this in the Patreon podcast, but basically, like, the idea is it's like someone else's dog, at least when you're younger.
Yeah.
It's like the family dog.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of shared grief in that, where it's like, you're like maybe 1/5 of that dog's, existence.
Yeah.
For someone like you, and I'm sure a lot of people out there can relate, if you don't have a lot of people to turn to, a lot of family, a lot of friends, and someone is your ride or die, and sometimes that can be a pet.
Yeah.
That dog isn't just, you're not just 1/5 of that dog's life. It's important. It's like a really deep bond.
Yeah, he was, like huge. So I moved away from my family, like very specifically because I was not having like good thoughts, and I like kind of didn't want to be here anymore. And I was really struggling. I just thought if I distanced myself from my family, if something did happen, it would be less painful. And while I was there, in British Columbia, I had always dreamed of having a dog. I was very important to me. And I said to myself, like, well, like, let's try. Let's see what this does for me. Like having a family member that like I can care for. And I got Blitz, and he really helped with everything. So yeah, he was a lot. And he really went through a lot with me.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so resilient and so happy. It was like the universe like gave me this like resilient, happy, no matter what was going on, he was always just happy to be there. Friend. So it's like, I think a lot of people can relate to that, where like life's getting hard, and the thing that is always there for you is your pet.
Yeah. This one hurt me a lot more than pet losses I've experienced in the past, because, I mean, mainly the bonding. Like, there's a lot more bonding.
Yeah, he really like loved so hard.
Yeah.
The people that were around, like he really affected so many people's lives. Like my mom loved him. My dad, like super Muslim man. And a lot of Muslims, they like dogs. It's not like they have anything against dogs, but there's like a hadith that says that dogs are dirty. So there's a lot of Muslims that are hesitant to be around dogs. And my dad was one of them. And when I moved back from BC with Blitz, I had to stay at my parents for a bit. And it's funny because at first my dad was like, he has to stay in your bedroom at all times. And it took Blitz like 2 weeks to like melt my dad, and my dad and him were best friends. They ended up going on runs together. He loved Blitz.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where, like, even with how sick he is, I would bring Blitz home with you, and he would, like, I would lift Blitz up and be like, hey, Dad, like, Blitz is here. And he would smile and, like, pet him and, like that. It's just, like, I've never met an animal that can so, like, can kind of worm his way. Disarm. He's very disarming.
Yeah.
Animal.
Dane, do you want to bring up those photos? I want to state some Blitz facts.
Oh, Blitz
I want to,
facts.
like, I don't know, like, kind of do a Blitz info dump a little bit.
My God.
Just because he's a good guy. We didn't share, I mean, obviously he's been on my stream. He's been on your stream a ton since you started streaming.
I used to give him peanut butter
Yeah.
on stream.
Oh, thanks for trying, Dane. It's hard.
Yeah, I don't know how to work iCloud very well. I don't know if there's like a full screen option.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's good enough. And we can just tab. Oh, that's nice.
There we go.
That works. Tab through some of these. That's him in the garage. He's just like, I think he was adventuring, and I caught him. That's him and Fiona on the carpet. They both have Kongs. He has a little small one right there. They love that shit. They love toys.
Oh.
There he is, curled up.
He loved always, like, the cool thing about Blitz is, like, if you were going to a room, he was there first.
Mm-hmm.
And
he was so preemptive in getting into the room before you and, like, posting up.
Yeah, and he was always posting up on the couch getting ready to watch 90 Day Fiancé with us.
How old is he in that picture?
That
9.
was, 9.
Wow, he looks young.
I know. Yeah. He's so healthy. Look, I thought he
Picture was maybe, like, I don't know, 7-8 months ago, something like that.
Yeah.
There they are at the office, Blitz and Fiona.
They were so close.
Blitz would always take, I mean, this is pretty typical of small dogs, right? They take the big dog's bed.
Yeah.
They love doing that.
Yeah.
There he is on the plush couch. Sweet little guy. Dane in the background. Shout out, Dane.
There's your big Coke as well.
Oh, true.
True. That's
Bulging.
true.
There they are, the two of them. And I guess I wanted to show some of these pictures with Fiona in here as well, because it's really, we didn't expect it, but it's really taken a toll on Fiona.
It's been so hard. The longer, too. Like, I feel
just
like
depressing.
Well, because for us, we have each other to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been talking nonstop, just processing what has happened, trying to be as positive as possible, trying to, like, just keep pushing. And we can't do that for Fiona. Like, we've been taking her on a lot of walks and playing with her and giving her a lot of treats, and, like, but it seems like the longer that Blitz is absent, the more sad she's getting.
Yeah, and it feels like she's getting affected, like, I think in a very similar way to us.
Yeah.
As far as I think when we're out and about and kind of doing different things, it feels like manageable.
Yeah.
But when you're in the house and you're in these different areas where you only ever shared that space with Blitz, and the same things aren't happening, it's just fucking pity your stomach sick.
He's so sweet. Aw.
There he is on the couch.
What's he doing?
He sometimes got in weird positions there.
That's him sleeping.
He's sleeping on like a mound of clothes.
Yeah.
His eyes are open. What do you mean?
Well, sometimes he slept with his eyes open.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
In that case, I think he was just opening to check what I was doing. I was taking a picture.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Oh.
This one I think is a video. Is this playable?
Let me see.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's them with the double-sided dildo.
Yeah. That's not a real double-sided dildo. It's just, that's what we call it.
Yeah, it's just a dog toy that looks like a double-sided dildo.
And this is what they do every single day. There wasn't a
All
day that passed that these two fuckers weren't battling.
Yeah.
And he was always the one who would initiate it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So sweet. Oh my
And,
God.
sorry, that's not the best picture for you.
Hell yeah.
But Blitz is on the back of the couch. He loved doing this. It's kind of like a cat type move.
Yeah, he loved that.
Where he'd like fucking do the catwalk or across the back of the couch, and big fat Fiona would just be chilling with us on the couch.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end.
All right.
Of the photo reel there.
Thank you, Dane.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, but great guy, very smart. Made me realize that like I don't know, like dogs can have a lot more like strong like emotional connection and bond with their owners.
Very emotionally intelligent.
Never really had that. My pets in the past have been a little bit closer to
Goofy.
Yeah, just goofy, pretty absent. You know, like kind of like closer to like a working dog. You know what I mean? Where like farmers, I imagine, I'm sure their bonds are really close with their pets because they're working with them.
Yeah.
But a little bit more in the way that like he's got a job to do.
Yeah, like you're not checking in.
Right. You're not
You
checking
know.
in and sharing stories.
Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like Blitz was always checking in.
He's checking in. I mean, we have had many moments where we've been in the middle of a fight or just a sad spell. And even in the middle of the fight, Blitz would come over and try to like break up the fight by bringing us a toy or something.
Bringing us a toy to play. He was always like, I can distract you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like if I ever had like a really bad day where I was just like crying, he would always come up and like lick the shit out of my face. Like I just like, I always told myself like, I know he probably just wants the salty tears, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. It like was nice.
I mean, you could logic out all of the things.
Yeah.
You can even logic out all of the signs that we saw.
Yeah.
And just be like, that shit's always fucking there. You just happen to notice the fact that Don't Worry, Be Happy was playing in that moment.
Yeah.
But it's like, what fucking good does that do?
Yeah.
Let time to be logical.
Yeah.
And be a skeptic. I think, getting, I think all those messages are important. And I think, that's Blitz
Yeah.
speaking to us from the other side. And it's helpful because it's really fucking hard. It's so goddamn hard.
It's
And
fucking hard.
if anyone in the audience has either recently lost a pet or
a loved one.
loved one I mean, loss is so hard.
So
I think
hard.
like I kept having the thought after we lost Blitz. I was like, how the fuck do people do it?
I
Like,
know.
why do we keep doing this?
I know.
This is fucked up. Like, we shouldn't do it. Like, why don't we? Like, I even had the thought. I was like, oh, is this why people have kids?
Yeah, I know.
So you don't have to experience like losing them. They only have to experience losing you.
Yeah, you like pass off the buck.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I'm like,
It makes me have. Like,
I mean, I know that's not
deep-
the reason. It's
well,
just a cute thing to say.
I was gonna say it gives me a much deeper feel for like parents that have lost their children. 'Cause
Yes.
I can't even
That's
imagine.
insane.
Yeah, that's like. I mean, and yeah, I think with Blitz, like the most important thing for me, and kind of like what I'm going through, and sometimes I feel better about it than other times, is like I just want to know that he's okay. I think I'm like taking comfort in or choosing to take comfort in. He was doing what he loved. We were all there. It seemed very quick.
That's what a lot of people have said that I've told it about.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of like, well, like you couldn't have asked for a better way to go than surrounded by the most important people to you.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Even though in that final moment, like I'm sure it's scary.
Yeah. That's the other thing I want to say is I don't know if she's watching this, but there was a vet tech at the emergency hospital who recognized us. She didn't say anything at the time. She handed me a note when we were leaving, and it was a very emotionally impactful and comforting note that I think we really needed to see at that time because we were feeling extreme guilt. It was a note. It was very sweet. It said that we were good parents to Blitz and that we loved him. And
Yeah. It was very sweet.
Yeah, we have it up on our shelf now.
Yeah, we're working on different ways of like honoring Blitz.
Yeah.
And it's tough. One move that I don't know how relatable this will be to people, but as far as like coping strategies go, like there was this toy, this little pineapple toy that Blitz loved.
Yeah.
It was like the only toy that we had around that like fit pretty well in his mouth.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the toys, like the fucking fat Rottweiler grabs them, but it's a little bit big. They're like, all the toys are like a bit extra large.
Yeah.
But that one he loved, and he'd always pick it up when we'd come home, march around.
Yeah, he loved doing his march with the
Swing it.
pineapple. And Ian would always go, Pineapple Kid, Pineapple Kid.
Yeah, we'd hype him up.
Yeah.
And it fucking killed us.
Yeah.
To the fucking...
It was in the same spot that he had left it last.
Yeah.
Like it was.
And the other dog, Fiona, doesn't touch it.
Right? She doesn't touch it.
They have and you pick up on these things once, things are different.
Yeah.
Like we didn't pick up on it, we did pick up on it, but I never picked up on the fact that Fiona really never grabbed it.
Yeah.
It was Blitz's thing. And what ended up, I think, helping us a lot was just grabbing the pineapple and moving it up onto a shelf in like a different place.
Yeah.
We didn't need to throw it away.
No.
We didn't need to like fucking do anything. I will say I did throw away the flirt pole.
Yeah.
Just because that shit felt so horrendous.
Yeah, the flirt pole had to go.
But you got to do what you got to do to get through it because it's just like gut wrenching.
Yeah, the flirt pole was like, I don't think I can even ever look at a flirt pole ever again, to be honest. But yeah, I think that was like super helpful for me. I've noticed that the memories for like, it's all audible. It's all sound.
Yeah.
I'll like get up and like the not hearing
the dog's nails on
the floor following, tippy
crazy.
tapping, like that has affected me the most. I would say that and the music that was playing in the car on the way to it is like I can't listen to any of it. I figured that out because so Ian's doing a project where he has to like paint a bunch of stuff, and I was helping him paint, and he was playing music. And suddenly I started bawling uncontrollably. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know why I'm crying. And then I thought about it. I was like, that was one of the songs that was playing in the car.
Yeah.
So like, it's just like, I don't know, things, like different things that you don't expect to like set you off.
Yeah. And it's a new thing every day. It's, that's why it's a journey.
It's changing all the time.
Yeah. I guess I should mention one of the things that have been fucking killing me.
Yeah.
A lot of mine are just like, I feel bad for you or Fiona.
Yeah.
Specifically going into our basement.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Like,
is bad.
Yeah. Fiona and Blitz would always, as soon as I opened the door to the stairs that go down to the basement, those fuckers would like charge down the stairs.
They'd race each other.
They'd race each other down the stairs. And it was like, it was game on. Because at the bottom of the stairs is this little alcove, this little area in between the rooms where there's nothing. It's just like an open area where they can battle.
Yeah, it's their battle arena.
It's their battle arena. And they would always go down there. And that's where the toys would accumulate because they would always grab a toy and rush down the stairs. Yeah. And they, fuck each other up in the battle arena. And since losing Blitz, when I open that door, like Fiona is still like Pavlovian response.
Yeah, runs down I know, it's so sad.
And obviously that wouldn't happen normally. She would just be down there battling with him until they both tired, and they just stay there.
They would lie down in that one, and then the other one is because if I was in bed, Blitz was always curdled up under the sheets with me. Like,
by the way, we know the word isn't curdled up. We just like saying curdled up
instead of curled up.
Curled up.
Yeah, it just sounds cuter.
It sounds like he's a fucking dairy product.
Sorry, yeah, that's one of our curled up in my like on my belly under the sheets, and Fiona, she'll jump up on the bed and she'll stick her head under, which she doesn't do. She'll stick her head under and sniff because she's trying to find him, and then when she can't find him, I think that's why she's getting more. I think it's starting to like
set in.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So for the rest of the podcast, I mean, we may revisit Blitz if there's a thought, but we love you, Blitz. We miss you.
Yeah, we do.
and you will be remembered.
Yeah, by a lot of people.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And we'll, I will say one thing that I was trying to do before I came here was I got I want to say 2 other phones that are full of Blitz pictures.
Oh, it's fucking
from the
awesome.
time when Fiona was a puppy, from the time when I just started meeting him.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of Blitz stuff.
I
And
love that. That's really good.
Yeah, I wasn't able to charge that phone in time before coming here, but I think there's a lot of fun stuff there.
Yeah. And also, we're going to get his ashes in paw print, and I'm definitely going to be one of those people who fucking says good morning to him and fucking probably talks to him and shit.
That's sick.
Which I think, yeah, I'm like oddly excited to have that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
But it is, I do want to give people like hope if you are mourning, like it does, like every day is different. And just try to hold on to that idea, even just every day is different, you know?
Yeah. A lot of ups and downs.
Yeah. And you do eventually, like at least a little, like get to distract yourself a little bit. And don't feel shame if, you know, you need to go talk to a therapist for a bit or you know, whatever. Like,
yeah.
It's a traumatic event.
I highly recommend New and Different Things. It is like in some ways like a really good shakeup, and I think it's a good way to honor a loved one or a pet is to do something, and to be honest, spread positivity. I think that's like one of the things that has sat with me is like I don't like.
Want to add to this?
Shit is hard enough. Yeah. Like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, do you want to be just nasty?
Oh, also, I will say the last thing I want to add is like, we're pretty sure Blitz is like in the mainframe or something, like hacking the system or like he's like our little guardian angel right now. Because the things that have happened in the past week that like they feel so random and like not like
I'll lead us in.
Okay.
So there might be some that you remember, but randomly we were at the gym that we go to and I hear Ian from across the room and I'm like, oh fuck, who's it? Like I can't imagine
like
who this could possibly be. I was like, oh no, like maybe a very like, you know, confident fan. I don't know.
Or,
disgruntled fan. Sure enough, it was Marshall. Marshall Glaze from Love is Blind. Yeah. And he was there with his partner. And I think her name's Shay. Yeah. And they're very friendly. Obviously, we did the hot seat with Marshall. And he was just very friendly. We might have him as a guest on the podcast.
He invited us to hang out. Yeah. Which is like, we don't
super cordial, super friendly.
Yeah, it just feels like it feels like Blitz is just sending people our way because he's like, man, you guys need a fucking break.
Yeah.
So that was the first one.
Yeah, and then today during breakfast, we had breakfast at the same fucking spot every week, same diner, and before we're about to leave. A guy who looks exactly like Dr. Kirk Honda walks into the
from Psychology
diner.
in Seattle, which is a very
Psychology in Seattle
popular. I mean, we love his stuff.
He reviewed my apology.
Yeah, and we've been watching him for 4 years, something like that. Yeah.
And I was like, shit, is that him? It looks like him. And we're kind of geeking out. We're fanning out a little bit. We're like, oh, is that him? I don't know. It's cool to have that like perspective from a fan.
Yeah.
And we got a profile shot of him. We're like, that's him. We got to say something.
Yeah.
I didn't clock it I didn't realize in my mind like, oh wait, this guy's made a video on me. He should at least maybe recognize my face a little bit.
Yeah.
But as I was walking over, I realized I was like, oh shit, like you know me.
Yeah.
But he was very nice.
Excited.
Yeah, him and his wife are very nice, and
got a selfie.
And we might do podcasts with him as well. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of cool shit to share.
Yeah, he also, we asked him if he would fight. He said no.
Yeah.
But he said he would love to come, and he said he really loved Creator Clash. So I don't know. It feels like. It just like
we haven't had fucking cool ass local Seattle celebrity interactions.
And we've joked about meeting Kirk Honda so many times. We're like, what if we see him? Like, we're in Seattle. What if, like, and then like, we're at like a diner that we're always at, and he just like comes in the door. Like, it's, I don't know.
Very random.
So thank you, Blitz. If that's you.
Yeah, keep pulling some strings. Send fucking, who would I want to send?
Next, so we can play some Fortnite and become the biggest Twitch
True.
streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, send
I can't.
Ice Spice.
I honestly couldn't think.
Send Ice Spice to play Wordle with Ian.
Send Ice Spice to play Wordle with Ian.
That's our next request, Blitz. Cool. We're putting in requests.
Blitz, make Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande have a child together.
And make it a collab, please.
Yeah, and make Christian Slater their godfather.
Oh yeah, the godfather. Okay, so we so Blitz has been obviously sending some messages in cool ways.
Yeah.
I want to quickly OMBUDS. The last episode was a lot more positive, and we loved the feedback.
Actually, that's another Blitz thing, I feel like.
Yeah, it was a great episode.
Yeah, when we recorded that episode, it was before Blitz had passed, and we were kind of nervous about it, to be honest. Or at least I won't say we. I was.
I was a little bit nervous because it is a fucking weird, unusual topic. Like, we got into the topic of sex, like horniness, all this stuff.
Just like, male and female like interactions.
Horniness. That's it. That's the whole
horniness. Yeah.
But
male-female relationships.
I think it was like the second day after what had happened, it went out. Or no, like 3 days, whatever. Anyways, we like read the comments, and it was like full of love and like understanding and people that were excited about what we were doing. And it was shockingly comforting and uplifting, and felt like Blitz was like, all right, I'll give you guys
I'll give you a little break, you little bitches.
Thanks for feeding me. Here you go.
Thanks for feeding me, I guess. Could have played with me a bit more, liberals. All right, so we're going to go through some of these comments. I haven't organized these like I usually do. It's just going to be, straight from the
cow's teat.
From the cow's teat.
Nice.
I love this podcast. I'm glad Ian and Anisa have stuck with it. It's becoming one of my favorites. Thank you. Shout out Gun Butter.
Hell yeah, Gun Butter.
A lot of people talking about the H3 furry thing, even though we just talked about that for like 2 seconds.
Nice.
Someone said, new Mandela effect. Apparently Dan isn't openly a goat furry. I could have sworn.
New Mandela effect. I do like announcing when you remember something wrong.
Right.
New Mandela effect.
Yeah. That's cool. A lot of people clarified Anisa is not crazy. Anisa is talking about the GT Snow Racer, which was originally made by Stiga.
Love that.
They were banned where I grew up because they were insanely dangerous for anyone at the bottom of the hill. Someone got paralyzed for life when they got hit by one in a local sledding area, and every school, park, and anything with a hill would not allow you to use one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They picked up a lot of speed, and you could steer them, and I think kids did think it was funny to steer them into other kids.
Yeah, dangerously fast. It was a lot of fun, though, and they went dangerously fast.
Yeah, they did, yeah. Oh, fuck.
Parentheses, I enjoyed them. Who here loves lawn darts?
R.I.P. lawn darts.
Yeah. Someone said, I think Cam is a moth furry.
I love that one. I like that theory.
I like this comment. The conversations, parentheses, often led by Anisa, that y'all have about young manhood are pretty meaningful to me as someone who grew up chronically online.
That means so much to me, that one. Like a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people were echoing that kind of sentiment where it's like, I don't hear this conversation or this perspective shared too often. And to be honest, that's one of the things I love about you is like your experience in the world is very different, and it has allowed me to connect with you in many ways that I haven't found in another person.
I think that actually is what bridged the gap for us, and our understanding of each other and our connection was sharing that.
Yeah.
And realizing, like, for me, there was a whole other world or a whole other reality or a whole other type of like thought process for a man. And the the men that I were meeting were a specific vein.
Yeah.
It was the wrong vein to be in.
Yeah. You struck the correct vein now.
Yeah, I've
lapis lazuli.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've struck the lapis lazuli.
And you have a Fortune 3 diamond pick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone said the bog. Am I tripping? What is that? It's not in the description. Is this a patron only thing? Damn, I'm poor.
Wait, do we not put it in the description?
It is in the description. I don't think we call it the bog though, but we can maybe reword it in the description for the future.
I mean, it's still, whenever the podcast starts, it still says she ruined my career. It's not like it's officially called the bog.
Oh, we got to come up with a new
foghorn. Foghorn.
What?
It's just a foghorn that plays,
it goes,
and then it goes, and then like the bog in like the nastiest green font.
Hey, me hearties.
Yeah.
Land ho.
Make it happen.
Wait, that's some poor pirate.
Yeah, that's not the bog.
I've always found it a little charming that like we don't alter anything about like the intro or anything. It's just that we call it the bog for no real reason.
Yeah,
that's true.
Our pet name for it or something.
The bog.
But yeah, that's the patron exclusive. It's another hour and a half on Patreon if you want a little bit extra.
We're also getting a little bit more loose on there, and if like you want to like see us a little bit more loose.
Yeah, I'm gonna be spreading my.
We definitely take our belts out and let our bellies hang out.
Yeah. Ian stretches his ball sack so you can see his seminiferous tubules.
True. Dude, I love the idea that we like have an intro cutaway where it's just a lot of really tight shots of like belts being undone, belt buckles being undone, buttons getting undone.
And like the video's like sliding.
Right.
Like in one of those like
really artsy kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Nice.
A lot of sound effects.
Dane, make it happen. No, just kidding.
Someone said the overtired thing, referring to me and my boner issues.
It sounded like you were going to say something more subtle because you paused and then you just said boner.
I just realized it's not worth trying to be subtle about it.
Wait, so overtired? When did you say this? Like, can you elaborate? Because I don't remember that.
You were talking about horniness and whether you get a
Random
boner
boners.
in like class.
Oh yeah, the infamous random like classroom boners.
Yeah. And he gets overtired boners.
Yeah. This person says, like, I've been up for 30 hours. I'm more awake than ever in that way.
Yeah. So someone
Shout
gets
out.
it. They get it.
Yeah.
You guys are boner
It
brothers.
has one upvote,
Oh.
one like.
There's 3 of you
There's
out
3
in the
of
world.
us.
Nice.
I love taking comments like that super literally. Like every like is a very specific endorsement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have this exact same thought. This is interesting. Fuck, the talk about being out of the loop when it comes to the shitty behavior of other guys hits home. We need more cross-gender friendships earlier in life to better learn about the experience of other genders.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Heavy agree with that. And it sucks because like
It's very validating.
I hate when there is like a young girl and guy and they're friends and everybody's like, is that your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, is that your boyfriend? It's like, or is that your girlfriend? It's like, why are you ruining it?
Yeah, you are
Like for them.
objectively ruining it.
Like what's wrong? Just leave it alone. Why are you fucking being creepy?
Well, especially when they're really young, like
Yeah.
you're putting it in their heads
Yeah.
that this is weird.
Yeah.
That this is like, oh, you guys shouldn't be friends. You should be in a relationship.
It's in the same vein as like weird people that are like when their child is like a 2-month-old male and they're like, he loves the ladies. He's a charmer. He's a flirt. Like shut up. What are
Yeah.
you saying? He's a flirt?
I have this really strange interaction with one of my mom's drunk friends when we were out out at like Applebee's or something, and she I was really young. I must have been like fucking 5 or 6 years old. She puts me on her lap and she's like, "You're my new boyfriend."
I hate that so fucking much.
I even when I was that old, I was like, "This is weird. You're fucking you're my mom."
You probably smelled so bad too.
I don't really remember that part, but
like cigarettes.
even back then, I could recognize. I was like, "This is cringe. What you're doing is cringe right now."
It's so easy to picture. It's like that is not.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that is a part of human behavior right now in time.
Yeah, I would say socially.
Yeah.
Not naturally.
Oh yeah, certainly not naturally. A lot of comments just generally about the AI discussion.
Yeah.
Good comments.
I'm glad people are
comments.
talking about the.
Yeah, they're just like, you know, a little bit more like long-winded for us, I think.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good. I love that people are having those conversations. I think it's really important. I'm glad also seeing on platforms that people are talking about the sexual implications. Like somebody said, like 96. There's like of the amount of content that is AI generated online, 96% of it is porn or NSFW.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so anyone like trying to, like that's a stat.
Yeah,
that's
a stat.
Very important stat to bring
to
up.
the point where that girl, Bobby Antoff, I think her name is, there's pictures out there of her that are not safe for work, and nobody knows if they're real or not.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. I hate that.
Someone said, you want to see some shit or you want to hear some shit? In the American South, they call a beanie, parentheses, like the hat, a toboggan. I'm from the northern states and I actually hate it.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
You know what? I think I actually have
Heard that?
heard that. Yeah, that
What?
actually feels real.
I don't. I'm so. Wait. Why not toque? Because like, if you want to have it,
That's, I mean, you would
Why-
think because there's the French influence of like Louisiana. So
Yeah.
there's that French kind of thing going on in the South.
like, if you want to acknowledge the wintry vibes of
Yeah.
a beanie,
It might be that sounds like one of those. I could maybe do some research on it, but that sounds like one of those things where someone literally said like, "Oh, look, a toboggan," and there's like a guy with a beanie holding a fucking sled, and that person was like, "Okay, I
do.
see."
I like to imagine that a lot of things came about that way, like certain foods and stuff. Like
Right.
somebody just like misjudged the situation or misheard, and like
Right.
you just
There are some like
made vinegar or something.
right. Yeah, there are some foreign cuisines that I
Yeah.
think have a history like that.
Yeah,
Like
They're
when
just,
you
like,
bring
lost
them
in
to the States.
translation.
Yeah, just a dumb thing.
yeah.
Wait, I think it was an Inuit word.
Mm.
You know what I'm? Fuck. It was just something like they were asking a question, like "Who are you?" or something like that.
No. That was in somewhere in South America, somebody's gonna tell us for sure because this is, I'm sure, a very known fact. Somewhere in South America, there is a country that is named after the fucking people that went there to colonize. They thought that they were saying the name of like where they were from, but they were just
Right.
saying like, "Who the fuck are you?" Basically, I think it was "Who the fuck are you?" But it was some
Right.
question. They were asking them a question,
Right.
or like saying, I
That's
can't
so
remember.
depressing.
I think I know what you're referring to, but it's a slur. So
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Some shit like
Yeah.
that. But like the name of the country is just
Right.
like people who speak Spanish or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Speak the language. To them, it's like
Yeah.
I mean,
Get you.
so.
I won't say it obviously, but it's the Asian slur. Whenever they would go to those countries, they would be like the word for American is that word or something
Oh,
or something. So they'd point at them and be like, say it. So it just became so people were just like, why are they saying that to us? That's just what they say. So they're just like, that must be their Pokemon name or something.
that's so. I wonder how many countries are that. Like just like
I don't know.
some asshole like listening to somebody just asking them a question. They're like, oh, that must be where I am right now.
Yeah.
Put it on the map.
Oh, I like this one. This is more about the like sex and consent and relationship stuff. I've never found anything more relatable than the way you talk about Ian and his relationship towards other men's viewpoints. I feel the exact same way as Ian, or as was Ian. And knowing those men out there exist and quite vastly is so upsetting. Very glad I'm engaged with the love of my life, but even hearing about some of her experiences from the age of 12 to 17 is so absurd, parentheses, to me, and beyond fucked. The fact that almost any women you talk to have some horrible accounts of abuse, almost everyone, that shit is unreal to imagine as a man.
I think absurd is a really good way to put it. And I think that's why like a lot of men have like a hard time kind of grappling with it because it is so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's like so
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous that it's like you have to be like, well, it has to be made up.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be made up because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, if I didn't live it, I would be right there.
Right.
It's just fucking weird.
I mean, I do truly feel bad for the like just like the huge swaths of people who are living a different life.
Yeah.
I live that life.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're just like not in that world at all.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know, it's a privilege. It's
Yeah.
great for you to be in that world and not have to experience those like, you know, horrible moments. You have your own set of horrible moments.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I think also, like, I've learned from Ian, it's definitely not an accident that, like, he didn't have experiences with these types of men because he just didn't like the types of interactions.
I fucking actively avoided all of these fuckers in elementary school and middle school and high school. Like, they were assholes.
Yeah, the Raz of
like,
the people that were doing
all the dudes who are gonna fucking stick their finger up your butt or like, I don't know, give you a wet willy or do all sorts of like insanely inappropriate and shitty things to do.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to be friends with them because that shit sucked. I didn't want to be bullied.
Yeah.
And that's what it always felt like. You could like get to the point where you're like, that's just how we have fun.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That's not how I have fun.
Yeah, so
like,
you just avoided
they were
it.
assholes. Yeah. I remember there was a period, these fucking losers in middle school, they would just go around and they would, I don't know, it was like a trend where they just learned the term bitch slap.
Oh, God.
So they would just like go up and slap other dudes in the face and say, I just bitch slapped you or whatever, bitch slap. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like, stay away from me.
The worst part is that there's like adults out there that are like, boys will be boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're figuring it out. They're bonding.
They're fucking, fuck that.
They're play wrestling.
Yeah. Play wrestling.
Meanwhile, he's getting his head punched in. You just play wrestling with him.
Yeah. I don't know. There's all these like little fucking I mean, bitch slap is like a very like obvious, like I don't want to be hit kind of moment.
Yeah.
But there's things that are obviously even more like, I don't know, like
just violations.
Signs of abuse.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly
shit.
like violations of your space, like attempts at domination.
Right. I mean, that's why I even mentioned the wet willy thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I think a lot of people interpret that as like, oh, that's cute and harmless. It's like someone's sticking their saliva-ridden finger into your ear. Hit them.
I'm trying to think of like a super common one is like pantsing.
Yeah.
Dancing is super common. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like it's like just violating.
So I have a horrible story about that specifically. And like, this is how I learned about these dynamics. I went to a hockey school. I went to a school that like you do school for half the day and then you go play hockey for the other half. So there were a lot of like high level competitive athletes that went there. And there was like a boys group and a girls group. And in junior high, you go together to play hockey. They keep you mixed co-ed. And then in high school, they separate you. So we were doing co-ed and we were doing gym because sometimes we do like dryland training. And there was this boy who was just a little bit more in touch with his feelings, a little bit less like shitty to women, a little bit more like he wasn't like
a little less shitty to everyone.
Yeah, a little less shitty to everyone. He was like, he wasn't as good, as some of the other players. And he was doing like ladder work with his feet. And the boys came up and they pantsed him nude completely. And then commented on his penis size, specifically making fun of him in front of everybody. And then for that full year on the bus, they would just talk about how small his penis was. That was his experience.
Yeah.
That's like what he had to deal with. Like, so I like learned pretty quickly that like they do it to each other. And if you don't participate in it, you become the victim of it. Yeah. And you either figure out to participate in it to stop being the victim. Yeah. Or you have literally the worst fucking time of your life.
Yeah, I feel like there were periods for me where it's like the best case scenario in elementary school, middle school, high school, I felt a lot easier. I feel like some people, I don't know, I felt like I had a lot more options in high school for friend groups. Yeah. But elementary school, middle school, it was like you needed to find like another person who didn't want to fucking deal with this bullshit and thought it was weird and creepy and didn't want to be bullied. And they were, you know, nerdy people. In my case, a lot of young gay men.
Yeah.
And just like, there's a huge like D&D group that I would hang out with, and they were chill and they weren't weird.
Yeah.
And like those are the factions that you kind of have to like go off to, because this like mainstream like fucking hang out with your boys culture in middle school and elementary school was not good.
Not it.
Yeah, it was like fucking
Yeah. I think that's the saddest thing that I realized, at least in sports. Like, it's not like they just do it to women. They really do it to each other. And I think it's like aggressively minimized by adults around. Like
100%.
No one says it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Which I find very strange and sad, to be honest.
It's actually insane thinking back to how many friendships I had because of that, because I was pushed in that direction and I was just finding someone who didn't suck.
Yep.
That's all I was looking to do, was find someone who didn't suck. It wasn't as if I had so many friends who were just like, we didn't have much in common. Like they had a whole set of like different like the anime that they watched.
Well, you told me like you and your friend, he got you to watch the Hilary Duff movie like in theaters. How many times? How many times?
Well, we only watched Hilary Duff movie once.
Oh, Harry Potter was
Harry Potter. We watched Chamber of Secrets. We watched it like probably 17, 20 times.
And I feel like the Hilary Duff movies, it's not like you were like, I fucking love Hilary Duff. But like, you know, your buddy Sebastian was really into it and you had companionship in just like, okay, he doesn't suck.
Yes.
We're going to go watch Hilary Duff together. Was that, you played Sims with him as well, or was that a different?
No, that was Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same sort of scenario.
Same thing. You just watched him play
Bro
Sims.
was into fashion.
Yeah.
Like, he was into fashion in The Sims. And I was like, I don't have either of those things.
In common.
Yeah.
But I'll fucking sit here and watch because you won't fucking tug on my dick and pull my pants down.
Legit. Tug on my dick.
Nut shot.
Yeah.
That was the one that always got me with the boy. Nut shot. They would announce nut shot and they hit one of the...
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But then there were like when you found out that you didn't have any other options, like holy fuck, I did poorly in. I think I flunked American Sign Language in high school.
Yeah.
Very embarrassing. I know. It's easy. It's an easy language to learn.
Yeah.
But I had like during summer I could take a summer class and make up that credit. And we took like photography, I think it was. And boy, oh boy, that's a different breed. These are like characters that you don't see in regular school. You see them show up to summer school and you're like, fuck, like, I'm not going back here. This is horrendous.
Yeah.
Like the guy that I ended up basically being friends with was like a full-blown Nazi.
Oh, God.
Legit.
What?
Yeah, I've never told this story, but he was like obsessed with Germany.
Oh, God.
That was basically like the Nazi component.
Yeah.
He was just like obsessed with Germany.
Well, specifically,
oh, you know what?
1940s Germany?
Oh, fuck, I just realized. No, I'm getting this mixed up. He was obsessed with Germany, and this kind of insane girl who sat next to me, I would draw on this notebook. And there would just be all sorts of like weird, like geometric, regular designs.
Yeah.
She came over to my notebook one day and turned all of these geometric designs into swastikas. Yeah. Yeah. That's where I got the fucking Nazi thing from.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They were unhinged.
I've never...
Absolutely unhinged. And like...
What the fuck?
But like... This girl and the Germany guy, like those were my friends in that class. Like, and I
those are your best options.
Yeah. Well, they definitely weren't my best options, but like I definitely didn't want to. We were sat next to each other.
Right.
So I didn't want to explore what the other options were. I just want to get through this.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's so funny how I think about how many friends I've made just because I sat next to them in class. Like there was no other... Like there was no other trial. It was just you're next to me, so we're friends.
Those are some of the best friends.
Yeah,
sure,
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes they're people you never talk to again for good reason.
Sometimes they're germaphones.
Germaphiles.
Germaphiles.
Oh, that makes it sound like
they just
love
watch
German.
a Germa. Yeah.
Oh, true.
No.
They're Germa
Germa
subscribers.
should start calling his subscribers germaphiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up,
I don't think
germaphiles?
anyone wants to call their subscribers anything files.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. Was it X-Files? What if somebody's like, oh, Felix, never mind. I thought XQC's name. Oh, yeah, XQC.
Yeah,
he should
Felix.
call them X-Files.
Right.
What's up, X-Files?
Up X-Files.
I like
Yeah.
that.
We should start like a new like
A GoFundMe.
No, well, yeah, GoFundMe
We
for
should just
XQC.
start.
He needs money.
We should just start. Anybody who talks about XQC or defends him, we should
Yeah,
just start
all right,
calling him
X-File.
X-Files.
Yeah.
All right, X-File, whatever.
Well, you guys have pets. You're really into pets, so you guys are pedophiles.
Oh, that's kind of true, but with a T.
Yeah.
So it's safe.
That's what I said.
We just have to say it to people.
Yeah.
We'll say, yeah, that's what we are, but with a T.
Yeah.
We love petting.
We love petting our
We love
dogs.
heavy petting.
No. Who uses heavy pet? Oh, 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
Heavy petting sounds so creepy. It reminds me of Frisky Blanket.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But we've never told the Frisky Blanket story.
I don't even really know what heavy petting means. I just hear people say it, and I'm assuming it means something devilish.
It means helping your uncle jack off an elephant.
Well, why is he on top of an elephant, and
Have you
why does
never-
he need help down?
It's from a Mike Myers movie,
Okay.
Love Guru, where he's like, would you rather help your uncle jack off an elephant, or would you rather help your... what
Your
is it?
elephant jack off an uncle.
I can't remember. It's a meme,
All
but
right.
basically it's a jack off joke.
All right. Correct us in the
Sorry.
comments below.
Yeah.
Love Guru heads out there who love love the Love Guru movie.
It's a
Don't say it's a good movie.
fine, it's a fine
You're gonna be really gonna come
cinematic
for you.
experience.
That movie literally ruined his career. Like he never fucking worked again.
No, you're right. He should have left it at Wayne's World.
Should have just done another Austin Powers movie. I don't know why he didn't.
He tried to put some Canadian pizzazz into Love Guru. I think that's why I kind of want to like it. I think Celine Dion. There was like a French Canadian character in there, and he like loved Celine.
Oh.
He's like Celine Dion, and I think all the Canadians kind of like that because
It's
Oh,
relatable.
interesting.
yeah. French Canadians loving Celine Dion and Rocket Richard is like the funniest.
Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Richard.
I don't know who that is.
He's like number 9 on the Montreal Canadiens. He was like one of the fucking
Oh, he's a sports
greats.
player.
Yeah, one of the greats.
Hockey?
My dad.
Can't believe you didn't know a Canadian sports player.
I didn't know a Canadian hockey
He was
player.
just one of the greats, period, in the NHL.
I only know Wayne Gretzky. That's it.
Oh, well, he was, on par, in my opinion. That's
Damn.
probably
You
controversial.
know who Don Cherry is?
Mm-mm. Don
You know who
Johnson.
Don Cheadle is?
I know who Don Cheadle is. I know who Don Johnson is.
Huh? Who's Don Johnson?
Don Johnson's from Miami Vice. He's just an actor. I don't know. He was in Knives Out. Just a guy. Just an actor. Who cares?
We gotta
Who
watch,
fucking cares?
You're just like trailing out. Who fucking cares? I don't even fucking care about that fucking guy. Bitch.
you know
hate
what
that guy.
seems like a really funny show that I've never watched before, but I kind of want to watch is Reno.
911.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great show.
I've never watched the full show, but the clips I have seen from it, I'm always like, this show looks very funny. I should
Yeah.
probably watch the whole thing.
I really want to watch it.
I have a feeling that it wasn't formatted like in a normal way. I almost feel like it was like a 15-minute show or something. I could be wrong on that.
Oh, I thought
but
you were
I
going
always
to comment
feel
on the fact that it doesn't feel like it's really scripted at all.
yeah.
It feels like they have the
like- maybe
idea.
that's what it is. Yeah.
the idea of a
randomness.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they just kind of like
Uh-huh.
improvise
Roll with
a
it.
lot of it,
Right.
Yeah.
which is, I think, makes it look obviously a lot more like Cops, which is obviously what they're ribbing on, because Cops is supposed to be like a reality show. So
Did you guys hear that the Office actors members didn't like each other?
I read that, and I think that's
A
a
lie.
rumor.
Okay.
And it's based entirely off of a comment that Dakota Johnson, which is Don Johnson's daughter, weird connection to what we were just talking about. Dakota Johnson was like a guest star on the show, and she said that
It was uncomfortable.
it was uncomfortable because everybody like they were like not talking to each other or something, or like there was like
Right.
dynamics that she didn't understand.
Is Dakota Johnson the Madam Web?
Yeah, she's a Madam Web girl, which is unfortunate because she's a decent actress, so I don't understand.
So pretty too.
Yeah.
Don't make pretty people do cringe things.
Hey, it's a risk whenever you
Pretty
sign up to
people
do a
need
movie.
to do the cringe things.
It's unfortunate with her because I think that she thought she was doing like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And then she was doing a Marvel movie, but it was a Sony Marvel movie, and those are always shitty. Those are like Morbius and stuff.
Oh.
It's Morbid.
I didn't know there was a distinction.
Yeah. Sony, I think, has the rights to some Marvel stuff. I don't really know the whole paper trail of it all, but yeah, that's why they make Morpheus, and I think that they have some stake in the Spider-Man movies. I don't know.
Do you say Morpheus?
Morbius.
Okay.
Morpheus is the villain from...
From The Dark Knight, yeah.
No, what?
What is it from?
Oh, no.
Shoot.
Why is everybody laughing?
Morpheus is the villain from?
Well, he's not maybe the villain, but he's from Matrix.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say he's the villain from The Matrix.
I don't know if he's the villain.
He could
But he
be.
looks
I
kinda,
totally...
he's like,
It depends on your perspective, I suppose.
the pill. Like, he looks so ominous.
The pill.
Like, that's all I know.
If you don't want to get woken up, then yeah, he is the villain. He's
Dude,
trying to red pill
We
you.
need to do a fucking like film project where we have like Anisa direct like a famous film, and we do it kind of like that Always Sunny episode.
I've never watched The Matrix.
Yeah, have you directing and doing what you think The Matrix is would be awesome.
Okay, I'll tell you the highlights that I know from The Matrix.
Okay.
Guy, Morpheus says, take blue pill, take red pill.
Okay.
Someone gets horny eating steak. I know that happens.
That happens literally right after he says that, yeah.
Really?
No, but can you imagine?
He gets maybe a boner, somebody gets wet. I know because they make it very clear that that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
There is something inside of somebody that comes out very graphically. It's like a little insect or a big insect.
You're thinking of Alien.
No. There's an insect that's in someone at some point.
She's right.
Yeah, but I think the way that you described it, it was like like a
is
chest
alien.
burster.
Yeah, right.
It's foul.
You're right.
That's
It
all I
does
know.
come out of them, but it's not that graphic. I
I thought it went in them.
it does. Yeah, that part's more scary than when it comes out, in my opinion.
All of it is fucked up. So I know that happens.
Yeah, there's a fucked up part.
I know that he does a big epic limbo.
I had to think about that for a
That's
second, but you're
so
right. He does do
good.
an epic limbo.
Man,
And
that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's actually.
there you go. That's all.
Have you been thinking about that? Because that.
His epic limbo.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great way to describe it from someone who doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of green lettering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Epic limbo.
Green lettering on the
lettering.
the code falling. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about now. Green lettering is a funny way to say it too.
That's the
Okay,
Matrix.
I think we can make this film happen.
Yeah, I would love to make somebody
It just
horny.
looks like something that may happen at like a resort, though. Green lettering, limbo.
What, you think somebody would get horny eating steak at a resort? Yeah, they would.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you think there's people out there that get horny every time they eat food?
You know what's crazy? You saying somebody getting horny eating steak is an over dramatization of the thing that happens in the Matrix, right?
Really?
Yeah, he's in the he's in the Matrix and he's eating steak and he likes it a lot because when you're not in the Matrix, you eat like gray slop because it's like not.
That's the reality.
Yeah, that's reality.
They don't like give you like I remember like blue pointillism of like maybe a penis or something and it getting hard or like something.
Oh,
you
you're
visually
thinking of
see.
Watchmen, I think. I think you're thinking
No,
of the big blue guy.
the guy has
Blue
a blue
penis.
No, I thought there was like a visual where it like shows you what's going on. It's like supposed to be digital, but it's like kind of like these blue little dots, and then it shows like. Or am I?
Okay, so that's what I'm getting to is I think you're thinking of the second Matrix. There's a scene in the second Matrix where it's really strange and weird, but a guy called like the Machiavellian or something, I forget what his name is, the Marvengian or something.
Right.
He can
Architect.
he's like he's some sort of like powerful guy, but his power that he uses for some reason is to make it so that cake makes girls jizz their pants when they eat it.
I think that's what it was.
So a girl eats a cake,
Yeah.
and then it shows Matrix mode, and it goes into her pussy,
okay.
and then it shows her, and
Okay.
she's like, "I think I come my pants," and then she has to leave.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's a very wild part of the. I mean, like the second and third Matrix movies are wild for various reasons, but that's a very strange part.
Yeah. It's burned in my memory. I was young, and I think I saw it in passing. Like,
Yeah.
my parents would like rent movies for New Year's. New Year's used to be so fun at my house. My parents would like rent movies. They'd let us stay up and build forts, and then we would get it was called The King and I, and it was like Thai food. It's the only time we ate Thai food, and it was so fucking good. I just have all these fond memories of like sitting through the railing and like looking at what like adult movies my parents were watching. And I think that like is the memory is like the girl coming in her pants while eating some cake.
I mean, even in context, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. So,
well, that's good to know.
Nice. All right, we'll add that in our resort version of the Matrix.
I do have a real question though. Do you think people get horny when they eat food? Like there's just some people who get horny when they eat food.
Right. I wonder, that could be some
there's
sort of...
so many food fetishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it has to be real, right?
Okay. I wish I was.
I wonder if it's just simply the act of eating, though.
Yeah, like eating
like
food.
their wires are fucked up and crossed
No,
in
but
their
like
heads.
specifically like cake and stuff, like tasty stuff. Like if they get horny, I wish I was that way.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
I could actually see that more than a lot of other food, because specifically if you're eating cake, that, you know, chocolate covered strawberries, like sensual shit, like sweets, like I could see people making the association over time of like...
Don't they see like the green M&Ms make you horny, which is why she's sexy? Isn't there
the green M&Ms make you horny?
They took her heels away though, so she doesn't make you horny.
No, what are you talking about, Dane?
So I've always been told that the dye that they use in green M&Ms has some sort of effect on your horniness level.
This is like
An aphrodisiac. That's what it's called.
Mouse turd mustard meme where somebody tells you that mustard is made out of mouse turd.
Oh, I was about to Google it. Yeah, I think you can Google it, Ian.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check if I'm being like gaslit by people or something, because I've always heard that. I don't know if it's like an urban legend or not, though.
I think that's an urban legend.
It might be. I mean, it doesn't make much sense, but maybe it just has to do with the fact that the green M&M made people horny.
Do urban legends still exist in the same way?
Probably not, because it's so easy to like confirm or disconfirm things, right?
Oh, what the hell? Oh my God.
The fucking first result
NSFW?
was NSFW in the worst way. It was on Google.
You had safe search off.
The green M&M,
Yeah.
and underneath her peeled off green skin
Oh, okay.
or green shell
Yeah.
is not chocolate. It's like a pasty, like white, like woman M&M body with like these gross tits on either side.
Wait.
Show it to Anisa.
I don't think green M&M would be white. Oh God.
Fucked up, isn't it?
What the hell?
Jesus.
I don't think green M&M would be white. I've always envisioned her to be like a black woman.
Well, sure. I mean, especially since it's chocolate underneath.
No, her fucking voice and shit is a black woman.
I mean, sure.
Like she's not a white woman, right?
But I'm more interested in why the fact this shit showed up on my phone and it's naked. Like, who wants this?
This is why you have safe search. You have to have that on.
No, it should. I think it is on, to be honest.
Well, Google's
Well,
slipping.
it's a little creative. I think it's kind of hard for Google to know what that is.
True.
Yeah.
It looks more like some sort of animal, to be fair.
Just type in green M&M aphrodisiac or something.
Oh, Indiana University. This is going to be an actual peer-reviewed meme.
Okay.
Wait, can I talk about like an urban legend that it was in Edmonton, and I want to see if it was the same for California, because I feel like there are some of those.
Okay.
There was a girl who used mayonnaise for lube, and then there were like maggots that showed up in her freaking crotch.
I don't know.
And then they made her come all the time.
What the fuck? That's a creepypasta. That's not an urban legend.
It was an urban legend, and it was like, don't ever use mayonnaise as lube because that will happen.
Oh, okay, good. I was about to.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, I'm
won't
glad
now.
I saved you from
I
that.
won't now. Now I
All right.
have maggot cock.
Wait, so that wasn't one you guys heard?
No, I've never heard that before. That sounds made up.
I think Edmonton had a really dark
Right.
thing going on.
Rumors about the green M&M chocolate candies acting as an aphrodisiac began circulating on American university campuses in the early 1970s. Today,
What?
the initial rumor is an urban legend. 30 years have passed since the early word-of-mouth transmission took place. The marketer of M&Ms has taken advantage of the urban legend and successfully incorporated chocolate and sex into a promotional/advertising campaign for the past 15 years.
Wait, so
Wow.
the green M&M making you horny was what started
I
chocolate?
think so. Rumors can be catastrophic for corporations. The Mars M&M example is a rare exception to the usual negative consequences of commercially focused rumors, initially denying any aphrodisiacal connections between green M&Ms and sex, Mars Incorporated openly and promotes urban legend as true. Green M&Ms are rare or randy candy.
Okay, so that's why they made her sexy.
Mm-hmm. That's what they literally said, that they took advantage of that urban legend and made a sexy green M&M.
That's
very
crazy.
cool. That's way better urban legend than the one about Mountain Dew making your sperm count low. Or Mellow Yellow.
Okay, well,
Mellow Yellow was the one where the yellow dye they said makes your sperm count low.
well, now that I know that the history of the sexy green M&M is rooted in this urban legend, I think now I'm actually pro sexy green M&M.
Me too.
I think I am too.
want her to
Before
be
I was
sexier.
indifferent and I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter what her shoes are. Now I think it's actually really important that she has high heels on.
I want her to have bigger tits.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Fuck it. I think she should have a big vagina, twice the size.
Big like camel toe like cleavage.
Big Kim Kardashian ass.
Dude. Green M&M OnlyFans. She should make her whole OnlyFans.
Oh my God, she could
But not
show her
not
whole-
that one though. Not with the
Not the white one.
Not the white one, please. I don't want that one.
No.
Okay, so I do like that. Thank you, Dane, for introducing me to that urban legend that became like a marketing reality.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It makes me think that they should do like a promotional thing to get back into that, because I don't think a lot of people know that clearly.
Put her on a pole
Okay.
in an
No,
ad.
Not what I'm saying.
On a stripper pole.
And
No,
then-
I was thinking
okay.
make some small packs of just the green M&Ms or big packs, whatever, and heavily market like this is going to make.
I'm almost positive
This
that
fuck.
is a thing they've done, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
look
no,
it
no,
up.
no. This is it. You make packets, because they already kind of do this, but you make it exactly the size and the material that condom packages are made out of. And you put the green M&Ms in the condom package and you make it look like a condom, but it's M&M condoms. And when you open it up, it's green M&Ms.
Okay, well, imagine this. You're on a date and you're ready to do the dirty. And then the dude, he's like, all right, you ready? Here, open this for me. He opens it. M&Ms fall out onto the floor and clap and go.
Why would you ever buy M&M brand condoms to trust that your sperm isn't going to impregnate a woman?
No. There's no condom in there. It's just M&Ms.
No, I know, but like, did he know, or was this?
No,
like,
he knew.
Oh, he knew. Okay, I
And
thought
he
it was
said,
like,
we're not using a condom.
All
eat
the way,
those, eat those
baby."
instead.
yeah, all the way,
So
baby.
stupid.
I love. I'm telling you, I actually think that's a great marketing plan, and I think that they should hire me. It's just, I think I'm
It does look like they've done some green M&M promotions in the past.
okay. Specifically, the condom packaging, though.
No, not that one.
Okay.
Not that one. From what I could tell.
I just can't remember if it was like a joke that I saw someone do or something where they were like having a romantic night with someone and they had a bowl with only green M&Ms out.
That's smart. Here's
And I was
another
like-
one I have for
and
you.
I think I assumed that they sold a bag of only green M&Ms.
Wait.
Wait, what are you putting out there?
It says green is the color of love. I don't know. It's some green. It's some M&M like marketing thing
Okay,
that they
wait.
did back in
I
the
don't
day.
think that camera is smart enough to do face
No, you're
tracking,
right.
by the way.
I have another one for you if you don't like the condom one. Jars, Viagra jars.
Okay.
Put green M&Ms in them.
What's a Viagra jar?
Jar that you with Viagra in it.
That I
Call
keep-
that a jar?
like a pickle jar
No, like
floating in sauce.
a medical,
Oh, okay.
like a
yeah, what would that be called? Like a
bottle.
bottle.
Viagra bottle.
Yeah, there we
But
go.
it's not Viagra. It's actually M&Ms, and there's green M&Ms.
What is that? Now I can't think. What is the thing that pills are in? What's that called?
A bottle.
I don't think it's called a bottle.
We sometimes call them bottles if they're a little bit bigger, but I think it's
Pill
called
bottle.
a
Pill
pill bottle.
bottle.
It is called a pill bottle
Yeah.
Why does that sound weird to me?
because it. Yeah,
A pill. A,
Just
ca-
pills.
a capsule.
Yeah.
A capsule is
A capsule. Well, that's what the pill is.
Yeah.
A capsule.
pill.
Pill bottle just seems weird. I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
Pill bottles. Anyways, I think those are two really good ideas, and I think that they would sell well in the Gen Z market.
No, Gen Z's too into like safe sex and stuff, right? They would
They're
never.
into, like-
They would never take a non-condom
But
condom.
it's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke.
The Viagra one, I think, is I think that could sell well.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it's like, the little blue pill, but it's like little green ones.
Yeah.
All right, we got about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
And in this final 5 minutes, I'd like to turn everyone's attention to a TikTok. Dane, I'd love you to go to my saved TikToks there.
Mm-hmm.
And scroll down. Okay, see that one with the whale? Yeah, click on that one with the, that one.
Is there audio?
Yeah, but it's not really important.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, do it.
I can hear it.
All right. Oh, I just didn't know if that was
Yeah,
important.
yeah. So this woman is, I think, a teacher. And she's correcting.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoops.
whoa.
My bad.
Oh, good. She's correcting a student's work.
Does that say mommy?
Yeah. Called it mommy. And she crosses out the shirt that was colored green where the person wrote Celtics and says, nope, that's actually a T-shirt.
That's
Right.
lame.
Crosses out that. Says, no, not toothpaste. That's toothbrush.
That's lame.
I would give a point for that.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I would give extra.
Well, wait, actually, that one, he wrote banana.
Uh-huh.
This person wrote banana, but actually that's bananas, right? So if you're gonna be a stickler all the way.
Wait. I just have to say that it actually kind of makes me sad that like the kid was creative enough or like funny enough to put
Yes.
like Celtics and color green and shit. And like I would give extra. I feel like that's like an extra point thing.
Yeah.
Like t-shirt, everybody fucking knows it's a t-shirt.
insane.
Clearly.
Because this is the sort of shit that makes your fucking brain like
Yeah.
get all discombobulated at an early age.
Yeah.
You go to the next fucking grade.
Yeah.
Like this shit carried with me 100%.
Yeah.
I remember when teachers were sticklers and it was like it's not fair. It
Yeah.
makes you overthink shit.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a weird... I don't know why this is strange.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this even
A thing.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing, I think, for, obviously we didn't grow up with YouTube. This generation of kids is. So YouTube is basically like media to them. But YouTube is like a brand.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It'd be like
So-
having like a peacock.
Yeah, it's like putting like
logo
the M symbol and being like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like
No,
that's
it's
the
weird.
equivalent of that to me, and that's very odd that that's like among things as basic as shirts and bananas and spiders.
As
and stuff.
regular as that.
Yeah, that is odd to me.
Yeah.
Wait, that's chocolate. That
Yeah.
is chocolate.
This person put
What did the kid write? Spider-Man, and he
But
colored it like
uses-
Spider-Man. That's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah,
That's
literally
creative.
having fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whole fucking point.
That's so lame.
Well,
Keep going.
I'm gonna be honest.
Crazy.
I'm judging this teacher by the fact that she has like her nails did.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
I just think it's a little extra.
I think it's sometimes.
You're working in public service. I think it's. I think that.
What? What
you,
the hell?
You don't have to go that. You don't have to go that hard. I don't know.
True. That's true.
It's nice having your nails done. It's chocolate
They
ice
put
cream.
they put
lady.
chocolate.
I
And
just think
that's
it
too
might
much.
say something a little bit about her character. We're already judging her character and that she's being a little stickler.
She says, "No, your cat is not named Bella. It is not named Bella. Do not write that on
Yeah.
here."
Question mark? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, I hated when teachers put question
Question
mark,
marks?
question
Yeah.
mark, 2 question marks.
Yeah.
I hated that shit.
Pencil. That is right.
Good job.
F.
But-
Oh, put a big F,
oh
please.
my god, 3 out of 9. Man,
Is that insane?
Yeah, that makes me want to.
Yeah. All right, go to the next one.
Wait,
Or-
was he calling his mom fat?
Oh.
I don't think so. I think he just looked like a motherly type of character.
Okay.
I would guess.
I hope so.
Or he probably
'Cause he was
like
being
the person
clever.
probably watches shit on YouTube or Baby Einstein or some other shit, and
The
there's been
child-
some mother whale connection.
Maybe, but the child seemed to be very clever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe the child was. Maybe
Maybe the mother always says, "I'm a fucking whale."
true.
Fuck.
Maybe
I'm so
HRH.
fucking fat in this. I'm a fucking whale.
HRH mother?
Yeah.
It's HRH. I'm such a fucking whale.
All right.
Oh, no,
Name
not
the
more.
figures.
So he said cock.
Yeah, which is accurate.
That's true.
That's not a cock.
Well,
That's a chicken.
who are you to say? Sometimes chickens change into cocks.
I mean, if you really want to get technical, I suppose it doesn't have like that long,
droopy shit.
droopy thing. This is a female chicken,
True.
so it's
It's the right hen.
so yeah. You should write hen if you want to get technical.
Apple.
Apple.
They
That's
put
Squirtle.
Squirtle and they colored it blue.
Blue.
All right, that is Squirtle.
What the fuck is this?
What the heck?
What even is a Squirtle?
There's no way. I mean,
In and Out is so good.
this teacher is probably in her 20s. She probably knows what Pokemon is. She's just being,
True.
she's like technically not a Squirtle.
A stink.
Wait, why
and
the
Out.
smiley face? What?
She likes In and Out, but this is a hamburger.
Okay.
Lakers. Okay.
You don't know how to follow instructions.
First of all, I'm
Even
pretty
put
sure the
23.
Lakers is
On there.
yeah.
Is that a famous Laker?
I'm pretty sure, isn't it LeBron James?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Probably not. I thought 23 was Michael Jordan though.
No. 23 is Michael Jordan, but I think it was just like this is a basketball jersey. 23. 'cause
Right.
That's like the most common.
Makes it obvious.
Yeah. Number.
But what's also odd is I'm pretty sure the Lakers colors aren't they? Isn't it yellow?
Well, it's purple and yellow.
Yeah, but like, isn't it mostly yellow?
Yeah, like
Purple's
you're
a
gonna never see
cooler
him
color.
running around in
Like
purple.
Like purple's the secondary color. Anyway. Bus.
Excellent.
Yes. Sun. Yes.
Man.
Kiss.
Killing it.
All right.
Eh.
Nope.
No way is that a kiss. Impossible.
This is like.
Among Us.
That's good.
Dude, it's so fucking clever
Yeah.
and accurate,
Yeah.
and it's sickening that they don't get a point for this.
I know.
No, I mean,
yeah.
it is a school.
What?
What? No, let him be creative.
No, I'm saying I'm anti-school in this.
Okay, good.
Schools
Well, it is
just
a
don't
school.
do this.
They do suck.
Schools don't like it whenever you think out of the side of the box. You got to put all the right answers.
Yeah, you got to be a cog.
But yeah, I just wanted you guys to see that for
It
just
really awoke something in me.
yeah,
I think seeing the number out of whatever.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some. Yeah.
It hurts, man.
hurts.
It really hurts.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. I think I don't know, just receiving the score back. It was always like I don't even think I ever reflected on that shit at all.
I did.
No, I took school so not seriously, and it was like just a pain in the ass, basically.
Yeah.
I think I feel really bad because I know there's so many teachers that are having a fucking terrible time right now. Like it's just a very hard time to be a teacher.
Yeah.
So like I get it. Like especially if you're just fucking tired. Like right now I'm on teacher TikTok and the teachers are sharing with each other what mewing. They'll like where they go like have you seen that? So I'll share this with you because it's really fucking. The teachers have to share this with each other so they understand that they're being made fun of by their
Right.
students. But basically, it's a trend to when your teacher asks you a question or asks you to participate, you look at them and you go like that, and it's supposed to say like, I can't talk, I'm not going to interact with you, I'm too busy mewing. Like you're so nothing that I can't break my like mew streak, my like
Right.
strengthening my jaw to even talk.
I mean, that's
to
a
you.
bold move for a child to do.
There's a ton of
Fuck
kids
that.
being recorded doing it in class, and like
Ugh.
all the kids are laughing. So like the teachers are like, it really sucks because it's not technically like a rude, like it's not
Right.
technically a rude gesture, but it's very clearly like supposed to be disrespectful. So there's a few teachers that were like, they'll now if their kids are talking too much, they'll be like, less chatting, more mewing, kids, because the kids
Right.
don't get that.
Yeah, they're fighting with
Yeah.
their terms.
Yeah, but
Nice.
it's fucked. Like teachers have to deal with ever-changing trends. They're
Yeah.
changing
Honestly,
so
that's
fast.
such a great superpower, and they should take advantage of that. Is to find out what kids think is
Mm-hmm.
the inside joke, and then ruin it by being a cringe adult with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that, and that's
Superpower.
a great superpower that you get when you're older, is to ruin everyone's fun with
Well,
by saying, "Hey, what's up? I'm gonna riz you kids up today. What's up?"
Yeah, that was the whole thing basically that Anisa and I were getting to with that story about passing by the kids who were wanting to smoke.
Yeah.
Pass me that.
Oh, I guess I remember. Some of you guys are listening to audio, so I should tell you what I was motioning to Ian just there.
Oh, I didn't even capture it on camera. Do it again for the camera.
You do like a.
She is stroking the side of her jaw and then sort of making the
you do a shush motion first,
Right.
and then you turn your jaw, and then you motion like your jaw is so cut, you like run your finger down the
Nice.
jaw.
Yeah, you're indicating that your jawline is being strengthened.
Yeah. So, really weird. Like I imagine if I was an adult and a 12-year-old did that to me, I would be so creeped out.
Give me a freaking cannon.
I would be
Give me a
Would you put them in the cannon?
No,
or
I'd
shoot the
put a
cannon at them?
cannonball inside the cannon
Okay.
and aim it at them.
At the child.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
And make a perfectly sized hole in their midsection, and you'd be able to look through it.
Oh, Looney Tunes style.
Yes, all Looney
They'd
Tunes
look down
style.
and go, ooh.
Ooh. And then the ground would disappear and they'd float there for a second and then they'd realize that they were actually floating and then they'd fall.
They'd realize that they were on a trap door that Ian just pulled the lever to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. You
And
should have
then
been
the
a
next
teacher.
scene, they wouldn't have a hole in their midsection.
Yeah. You should
Well,
have
it
been
would
a
heal
teacher,
you.
I think, Ian.
Oh, cool.
I think
Oh, cool.
you would make
Radical.
a great
Yeah.
teacher. That's a joke. I don't think Ian would make a
No,
great
he'd
teacher.
get so pissed off immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would make me come up with some clever tactics. I think I would be obnoxious to
I
them.
think you'd start ripping ass in class
Yeah.
to like punish the kids.
Yeah,
Probably.
you'd use it as an opportunity to torture children.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so.
All right, guys. That's the end of the podcast.
Let's stop talking about that.
Thank you so much for watching. This has been episode 20
Yes.
of She Ruined My Career, a.k.a. today, the Blitzcast.
It's the Blitzcast, baby.
Yeah.
Give your pet a hug. Give your pet a kiss. Tell the people around you that you love them. And, be nice to people because life is hard.
Yep. And if you want to hear more extended info on the bog, you want to see us getting loose, the bog is the place to go, which is code word for the Patreon,
There's a code word?
for the bog.
Okay. Go to Patreon.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Asta.
La vista.